another one.
So this one's going to be a good one, all right? It says, Mayday, Mayday, help, urgent. I accidentally got a job as an IT admin in an office last month. That reminds me of an Eminem song, but I am not going to say the lyrics, but it went something like, oh, it was a song, Guilty Conscience, actually. It's like, how do you accidentally get a job as an IT admin? Like, is it something like you were just like walking and then they confused you for someone who was interviewing, and they say, "Oh, you know what? You were able to interview well. You got the job, right?" So I don't know. That's going to be interesting. But let's read it. Right? It says, "Hi guys, I got a job as an IT admin." And in the beginning, it was just setting up computers, installing Windows, Microsoft Office, wrestling with printers, pretty basic stuff in a new company. All of a sudden, now they want me to set up company email domain servers and stuff in a new office from scratch. I don't know what I need to do. I don't know what to do. I need this job. I need the money. I am already trying to learn on YouTube. Please suggest what items to procure, like Cat 6 cables, punching tools, biometric attendance systems, switches, routers, etc. Also, suggest any online courses where I can learn and get the wheels turning. I have 1 week to set up the office. Get the timer up. So, this might be a fast one because you, my friend, are screwed, right? Unless you are able to outsource it and find somebody to do it for you. But setting up email domain servers is no easy task, especially from scratch, right? I think it depends on the requirements of the company as well. If it's totally up to you, I'll say what I would do, right? What I would do is, and it depends on the budgeting and stuff like that, right? But if I was in this position, I would probably maybe use Google Business, right? And the thing is, when you are in this position, you get to offer a strong voice of influence, because if you're the only person, I'd probably say let's go with let's use Google Business, right? Where we're gonna set up the domain and pretty much have everything run through Google, and then you can download Microsoft Outlook or whatever, or you can just use it through Google, and you would be able to set up your emails that way. I'm not sure with you having to. Well, actually, no. Because if you have to set up a email domain, domain set up company email domain servers from scratch. Well, I mean, you can steer the conversation, right? Because a lot of companies are using Office 365 to manage their emails as well. Why? Depending on what your company's needs are, if it's like something super secure and they want to have like exchange servers on site and stuff like that, you might be out of luck. But depending on, like, if it's a small company and stuff like that, that sounds like it might be a lot of overhead, and I'm not entirely sure what the like getting Cat 6 cables, punching tools, biometric attendance systems, and all that is necessary for if you're setting up email domain servers, right? I don't know. It sounds like you are in way over your head, and the fact that you accidentally got that job, I don't know if it says more about you or if it says more about the company, right? who couldn't see that you didn't know what the hell you were doing. So that's going to be a very, very interesting topic. And this is what it means to be in over your head, right? So It's kind of crazy that this person would find themselves in this situation. If it was up to me, I would strongly push like, hey, let's either use Office 365, or we can use Google for Business and set up domain that way and just manage everything through Google. If you want to have a email client, download Outlook, download Thunderbird, whatever the case may be, and set it up that way. But to go and it's just so easier now to have it managed in the cloud instead of trying to set up these, like, that's so primitive, you know. So maybe there's a security reason that they have to do it. I don't know, but I would especially if I find myself in this situation, and just because, you know, when people say I need this job, that doesn't mean anything to me, right? Because if you really needed it, you would have, like, if you really needed a job, not necessarily this job, you would have qualified for it, and you wouldn't have to lie and cheat to get there, because now you end up in the situation and you are trying to figure out what type of tools you need in order to be successful on in this job. And it's you're you know, what it sounds to me like is,
I'm in a bind, Nate.
that's what it sounds like. And you know, you did it to yourself, right? Like, I would say try to set it up through a easier route, which might buy you some time. But at the end of the day, you did it to yourself, and you don't really deserve any sympathy. Like, there's no possible way that people accidentally get a job, right? No one accidentally gets a job. The help isn't urgent. I'm just answering this because it's a cool thing to answer. But you messed up. You messed up. And now,
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
that's where you find yourself. All right. So sucks that you're in a bind and the price of the brick is going to go up, but it is what it is. And that is why I always say that you should not lie on your resume. You shouldn't lie in the interview, right? If you don't know, then you don't know, because now you get stuck in this position and it sucks, right? It sucks. So with that being said, I wish I don't, but
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.